So I have a confession to make. Do you guys remember this vlog? Yeah, the box is still here. It's still here. And when I last saw you guys in that vlog, we left things off with doing a really big unhaul. Oh, very big box full. So I was really proud of myself for it because it has been always something I've struggled with, being able to let go of my books for one reason or another. But I left things off with me getting all of these books off of my shelf, deciding that we were gonna let go of them, putting them in a box, and then the box sat there for months and months. And that box has been haunting me. So in this video, we're going to fix that situation. We are going to have the ultimate book vlog today, and I'm so excited for it. We're gonna be going through my bookshelves one more time to make sure that we've gotten all the books we wanna unhaul. We're also going to go ahead and start giving these books that have been sitting in this box for months a new home. I think I'm gonna go to my favorite secondhand bookstore. But I love this bookstore. I've had so much success when I've gone there shopping for my own personal books that I want to be able to give back and give these books a new home. Anthony also let me know about an app. It's called Pingo Books, and I don't know how I didn't know about it. I don't know how he found out about it, but if you know about Pingo Books, let me know in the comments down below because this is new to me. But it's basically a place, I guess, where you can make listings and sell the books that you are no longer wanting to keep. And although majority of these books are going to be going to donations, I thought it'd be really cool to go ahead and test this app out to see how easy it is to create listings, see if people actually buy books that are on there, how long it may even take. And so I figured I would do that and share my experience with you guys in case this is something that you're also looking for, so that you know and have all of your options. This rain is making me so tired. I am exhausted and it is only 12:07. We have things we need to do, okay? First off, I need to go through my bookshelves one more time, get rid of whatever is there. That is the one thing that I just don't want to do because I really need to use my brain and just really settle. Am I gonna read these books? Do I need to keep them on my shelf? Yes or no? I also need to go through and sort what books I want to take with me to the secondhand bookstore. But man, I don't want to get off this couch. So that's great because we can start here. I've got books on these shelves here. And there are definitely a couple that I'm like, all right, be realistic with yourself. They've been here for a while. You've not touched them. Are you ever going to touch them then? Probably not. Okay, let's start here. This is a good place to start. These two shelves right here. I also have a shelf over there where I already see a couple books that I can take down. So we're going to start here. Actually, no, we're going to start with this one. I bought this, kept telling myself I'd read it. I've yet to read it. I think it deserves just to go to a good home. Okay, picked this one up. Tried to give this one a try. No. Also, read this this past Christmas. Didn't really love it. This one has been sitting here for a very long time, and I just feel like I'm not going to read it. So I think, and if I do, it'll probably be like a one and done. So I could probably find this if it is on the Kindle or on Kindle Unlimited. I will maybe look to see if it's there before my month ends. I don't know. But I just feel like that's been on my shelf for a very long time and it doesn't need to be there anymore. I think Anthony and I both collectively decided this one does not need a place on our bookshelves and it deserves a much better home. Someone else can make use out of this, but oh my God, I really wanted to love this book because of the hype, but it didn't really land for me. And I loved the idea that it was like, you know, a like fanfic, but I was really bored and it was very, very big it felt like no reason for me. I'm gonna double check with Anthony, but if he has no need for this, then I'm gonna get rid of this one just because I didn't really care about it. I read it and I was like, cool, all right, well, done. We've got best offer wins. So I did read this one. I'm just a sucker for this cover. I just want to keep it because the cover. But I know that I didn't love it and I'm not going to reread it again. So this deserves another home. So I'm trying to be better at letting go. It's not easy. There is a book that has reappeared on my shelf from my unhaul video, which I'll point out and I'll explain why. Okay, this is the one that I was like, I'm gonna get rid of. I don't know if I said that with this one, but I think I want to give this another go. But yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get rid of this. This book sucked. When I was reading it, I didn't enjoy it, but I want to try to give it one more shot this fall. So don't hate me for it still being on my shelf. Books. Okay, not all these are going. These are to be read, so I'm going to put them on the shelf. They belong. The Kindest Lie. It Ends With Us. The Spell Shop. Bunny. Best Offer Wins. Possibly The Seduction Theory, but I'm gonna ask Anthony for sure. Alchemize. You're gonna get a good home. I believe it. The Girl Who Drank the Moon. Binding 13. One Big Happy Family. It's a Love Story. And then The Villa. So. All right, so we've got 11, possibly 12 books added to the box of books. Okay, I've got my stack over here that I'm going to take to the bookstore. Okay, we're getting ready to go to the bookstore. I've compiled, you can't really see it very well, but a stack of books that I'm gonna donate. So, sorry puppy. I'm gonna put them in a bag or two, because I think I have like 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 books that I'm going to give away. All right, that's the first bag. Too many books. Anyways, one trip to Friends of the Library coming up. Did you find two?
I want to know more about this one. There's no.
Alright, we just left the bookstore. It was chaotic in there. There was a lot of people, and I was just really focused on looking for books. So I don't know how much I got, but we did do some damage. We did get a haul. Yep. So when we get home, I will share that with you guys.
I could really use some stuff like that.
If you couldn't tell, this was filmed on 2 separate occasions, because the day that I actually went to the bookstore, donated all that good stuff, it was raining. It was raining here for like 2 weeks. Okay, that might be an exaggeration. I think it was probably like a week or a week and a half, but it felt like a lifetime, okay? So I wanted to wait until there was some sun to kind of bring some life to it. It's like summertime, so I want to feel like fresh and I don't know. Either way, I wanted to wait until the sun came out. So I figured I would give you guys my haul. I don't have all of the books here. There's 2 other books. So I'll just kind of insert clips of those books here. But got a good haul. So I overall spent $56 at the secondhand bookstore. Now granted, they told me the price and I was like, there's clearly got to be a mistake. You must have put in a price wrong. But I will explain why it came out to be that total. I think I picked up like 6 books myself, and then Anthony picked up 1. So the first book that I actually ended up picking up was this book here, and this is by Lucy Foley, and it's called The Midnight Feast. I believe this one is a like thriller, and I've not read a book by her, but I think it's The Paris Apartment and The Guest List or something like that by this author that I've wanted to read. So I figured since this was here and it was, this is probably the most expensive book that I personally picked up. This one was $8. So since I saw it, I was like, might as well pick it up while I have the chance, because this book actually retails for $18.99. So that's quite a steal. So I picked this one up, and the edges are spray painted green. So there we go. There's that. This book, you're going to be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Didn't you just get rid of it? Yes, I did. But I also mentioned that I was going to get rid of it because I didn't like the copy that I had, but I did enjoy the book and I wanted a paperback version of it. And I said if I saw it, I would pick it up. And they had quite a few. That is going to be It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I'm not going to get too deep into it. I've already talked about how much I enjoyed this book, and I'm trying to separate the author from the story. And when I read it, this book made me feel a lot of things. I still feel attached to the characters and, everything that they went through. I think I enjoyed that story. So I wanted to have this in my collection, and I'm glad I finally have a paperback, and it basically looks brand new. So there's that. This book I had been wanting for a while. So when it first came out, I saw it in Barnes, and I was like, oh my God, I need to get it. This one is Good Material, and this is by Dolly Alderton. This book was $4. I also did not mention, but It Ends With Us was $2. So, steal. And a hardcover book. Also a hardcover book that didn't come out that long ago. I want to say this has been out for, 2 or 3 years? That's not bad. This one originally retailed for $28, and It Ends With Us originally retailed for $16. So again, a steal. And if this is not a testament that you should go to your local thrift stores and see if you can find books, or find maybe a secondhand bookstore near you, I don't know what is. This book I've also been wanting to read for a long time. I know it was really hyped up a few years ago, and I attempted to read it, and it was one of those that I just was so interested in reading other books that I ended up putting this one down, but told myself I would get back to it, and then just never did. So we're here now, picked it up, and this is Lessons in Chemistry, and this is by Bonnie Garmus. I hope I pronounced that right. That's probably butchered. But anyways, this book was $4, and this one originally retailed for $29. So again, a steal. This one, from what I remember, basically follows like a single mom who is like into science or something like that, and then she like starts learning how to make these like amazing meals, and then she ends up getting her own TV show. I don't know, it sounded really interesting. I think it takes place in the 50s if I'm not mistaken. So I am really interested in the 60s. So I'm really interested to see what this one's about. And then I know Apple TV did come out with a TV show, so I want to see that. But I'm one of those people that's annoyingly like, I have to read the book beforehand. I'm trying to learn to break these habits. I don't want to be so strict with myself, but like I kind of want to read it. Although it could be fun to read it after I watch the TV show, so I have an understanding of the story, but then I can see it come to... That might actually be a good idea. I might have to try that. I have to try that, because normally if I read the book first, then I watch the movie or the TV show, I'm like, that's not how that went. And then I'm critiquing it based off of the book, and I don't want to do that because they're their own separate entities. The movie or the TV show is never going to be like the book. Anyways, I don't know why I got off on that tangent, but this next book is the reason why the haul or the purchase was so big. Anthony picked up Stephen King, and this is The Different Seasons. I think it's a book of his that has like his short stories. I'm assuming there's probably 4 short stories just based off of like the images here on the cover, but I don't know. Yeah, so yeah. It's inside the sleeve. So we've got Hope Springs Eternal, Summer of Corruption, Fall from Innocence, and A Winter's Tale. Oh wait, that's cute, because this has like a story for every season, and now I kind of want to read the story during the season, if that makes sense. So like if it's like spring, I want to read the spring story during spring, and summer during summer. Guys, we should do that. Let me know if I should do that. Tell me in the comments down below if I should do that. And I really got into Stephen King, not this year, not last year, the year before that. I read 11/22/63, and I was like, yeah, I need more of his books. So this one originally retailed for how much? Is this gonna say? No way. No way. This one wasn't a steal, but it is. I'll explain why. This one originally retailed for $16.95. $16.95. I have no idea when this book came out. I'd love to actually know. But that just goes to show that the cost of things have just gone up exponentially, if we didn't already know that, which I'm sure we did. But we got it for $35. So obviously, in comparison to what it originally was selling for, it does not equate. It's way more, but it's actually double the price. But Anthony did some research, because we both walked out of there like, what the heck just happened? And so he looked it up, and there are some books that have it, like there are some sellers that have this book going for like a couple $100s. Let's actually find out now. Let's take a look and see. Depending on like what you're looking for, you can get it for a decent price. But I'm trying to see, because this looks like the original. I'm trying to see if I can find the original, because he saw it for some people like it was expensive. All right, on this one you can get it for $21. Oh, yeah, but then this one says $274. This one's a special edition, I think, but this one is $311. $408.84. That's insane. That's insane, and someone will probably buy that. Not me. Those were all of the books that I got. Oh, well, that's not all the books. I did also get, I had mentioned every time I go there, I try to find the Lemony Snicket's books and see if they have any more in the series. And I always normally pick up at least 2 to 3. And I picked up the 5th and the 6th book in the Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events series. So I picked that up. But yeah, my haul, and I am very happy with it. This felt like a very successful, meaty haul. I did get another book. This one was not from World of Books, but I'll share that with you. I don't have it physically here with me right now. It's out in the living room because I intend to go pick it up and read it, but I needed to see what the hype was all about, so I picked up Yesteryear. And so far, I think I'm only on chapter like maybe 5 or something along those lines. I'm only like a little over 50 pages into the book, I think. So I'm not that far in, but I'm enjoying it. It is a good time, and I'm having moments where I'm trying to figure out what's going on and how she ended up in this state that she is currently in. And I just have no idea what's going to come, and that makes me excited. And I just like, there's so much left to the book that I'm like, what else is going to happen? Like, what else is she going to get into? like, did she time travel? I just want to know what's going on. So I'm very happy with that. And that was my birthday gift to myself. A little book shopping extravaganza. So, yay! Not really sure what happened to the audio here, but as no surprise, I've had audio issues before. Either way, I believe in this moment I was kind of breaking down the listing process and how easy it is. You basically just open up the app, say that you're going to put up a listing. You can scan the barcode on the back of the book and it will pick up the book and start to create the listing for you. And then all you have to do is add a couple of photos, give a description and your listing price, and there you have it. So it's very simple, very easy to do, but I have not had any success yet. I put about 4 books up just to test it out, and it's maybe been about a week and a half, and there's not been much happening there yet. I've gotten a couple of views, but nothing is sold. So I'll give it a little bit more time. And if nothing happens, then I'll pull the listings. It's not a big deal. This was a good time, and I really am glad that I have finally taken the steps to start going ahead and giving those books new homes. I'm glad to have gotten new books that have a home with me. I'm just really, I love books. I love books. Could you tell? Could you tell? I love books. Obviously, I had taken down quite a lot of books. I don't think I counted how many books I took off my shelf, but I think in the original video I had counted and it was probably something like 20 something books, maybe 30 books. I can't remember to be sure, but that was the most that I've ever unhauled. And then I went through again and I found at least another 5 or 6 books to donate. So I feel so good, and my bookshelves were looking a little bare at first. I mean, were they? No, they're not really looking bare, but like it always looks a little funny when I see like empty spaces, but that just means that there's more room for books to get, books that I want to read. And I think I want to have a well-rounded collection of books that I actually love and enjoy. So I felt really good about that. I can definitely say though, while going through the unhauling process and then when kind of looking for books, my reading taste has changed a lot. From when I first started getting back into reading, I got really big on like the romance genre, and I think that's pretty normal for like a young girl or someone that just maybe is interested in the idea of romance. To kind of gravitate towards those books. You see them quite a lot, especially now. So I really loved those. But now my brain, I don't know if it's just maturing and I need something a little bit more sometimes with like substance. Like I love a good book like this. I love a good book like this. I love me a good memoir. Books like this. And I just love going to like secondhand bookstores or thrifting books from local thrift stores, because as I have found, these books a lot of the time are still in really good condition. Like sometimes they're like excellent condition, almost like new. And to get a book like that for $2, $3, $4, $8 is an incredible steal. And it's like, if those are there and it's an option, why not just take a chance, explore, and see what you can find? And it's also quite nice to like kind of peruse the shelves, because you don't know what you're going to find there. That is the exciting part. You don't know what you're going to find. It's not like going to Barnes and Nobles or something like that and you already know, like, okay, this is the book I'm looking for and I can find it here as long as they have it in stock. They don't have it in stock, they can order it for you. Like, there's so many different ways for them to get a newer book. I feel like you can find a joy and fulfillment going to the secondhand bookstore because of the suspense of not knowing what you're going to find. That's just so fun. So anyways, that long-winded little explanation that just happened there is going to conclude today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you found this video helpful. And if you've been looking at your shelves for a little while thinking I need to go through them, take this as my advice to you to go ahead and unhaul your books. Treat yourself to a little, secondhand bookstore day, whatever makes you feel happy and fulfilled. But I hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.